Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Casey. I share simple style tips and outfit ideas that work for me as a petite woman. I like keeping things comfortable, easy to wear, and still stylish. So if you're also figuring out what works for your frame, you might find something helpful here. In Italy, tailoring is more than the making of clothes. It is a language of proportion, restraint, gesture, and place. It speaks through the curve of a shoulder, the roll of a lapel, the lightness of a jacket, and the quiet confidence of a silhouette that never needs to announce itself too loudly. Italian tailoring has always existed between craft and culture. It is shaped by the hand, but also by the street, by family workshops, but also by architecture, climate, cinema, politics, ceremony, and daily life. To understand Italian tailoring is to understand that a suit is never just a suit. A jacket is never just a jacket. Every seam carries a decision. Every stitch reflects a philosophy. And every region of Italy has contributed its own rhythm to the story. In Naples, tailoring begins with ease. The Neapolitan jacket is often described as soft, light, and almost shirt-like. It rejects stiffness. It moves with the body rather than against it. The shoulder is natural, sometimes barely padded, with a famous softness that gives the wearer freedom rather than formality. This is not accidental. Naples is a city of movement, heat, conversation, and expression. Its tailoring reflects that life. The clothes must breathe. They must allow the arm to move, the body to turn, the person to gesture. In Neapolitan tailoring, elegance does not come from rigidity. It comes from effortlessness. The famous Neapolitan shoulder captures this spirit. It is relaxed, rounded, and human. It does not try to build an artificial frame around the body. Instead, it follows the body's natural line. The result is a kind of precision that appears casual, a technical mastery hidden beneath softness. This is one of the great paradoxes of Italian tailoring. The less constructed something appears, the more skill it often requires. A soft jacket is not an unfinished jacket. A light shoulder is not a simple shoulder. It takes extraordinary control to create clothing that feels spontaneous. In Rome, tailoring takes on another character. If Naples is movement, Rome is architecture. Roman tailoring often carries a cleaner, more structured presence. The silhouette feels composed, balanced, and dignified. There's a sense of line, of posture, of cinematic elegance. This makes sense in a city built from columns, stone, symmetry, and spectacle. Rome has always understood the power of appearance. From imperial dress to political ceremony, from the Vatican to Italian cinema, clothing in Rome has long been connected to authority, performance, and presence. The Roman silhouette does not necessarily shout. It stands. It gives the body definition. It creates proportion. It understands that elegance is not only softness, but also structure. A Roman jacket can feel sharper than a Neapolitan one, but still distinct from the heavier traditions of Northern European tailoring. It remains Italian in its sensitivity to balance, comfort, and visual rhythm. Then there is Milan. Milan speaks in restraint. As Italy's capital of fashion, design, and business, Milanese tailoring often reflects modernity, discipline, and urban polish. The lines are clean. The mood is controlled. The elegance is less theatrical, more strategic. Where Naples may charm and Rome may command, Milan refines. It understands the power of understatement. A Milanese suit can feel precise without feeling severe, luxurious without being excessive. It belongs to the world of design studios, financial districts, galleries, and quiet influence. Together, Naples, Rome, and Milan revealed that Italian tailoring is not one single tradition. It is a conversation between regions, a conversation between softness and structure, ease and authority, craft and modernity. But beneath these differences, there is a shared Italian instinct, proportion. Italian tailoring is obsessed with balance. The length of a jacket, the height of an armhole, the width of a lapel, the position of a button, the drape of fabric across the chest, the way trousers fall over shoes. These details may seem small, but they determine everything. A well tailored garment does not simply fit the body, it interprets the body, it creates harmony, it guides the eye, it gives the wearer presence without disguise. This is why Italian tailoring feels so alive. It does not erase the person beneath the clothes, it elevates them. The best Italian tailoring is not about looking perfect in a mechanical sense. It is about looking natural, considered, and at ease. It allows elegance to feel lived in. That idea is deeply cultural. Italian style has always carried a relationship to daily beauty. Beauty is not reserved only for grand occasions. It appears in the morning espresso, the polished shoe, the linen jacket, the careful scarf, the gesture of dressing well for an ordinary day. This is where tailoring becomes a way of life. The Italian wardrobe is not built only around function, nor only around display. It lives somewhere between the two. Clothes must work, but they must also give pleasure. They must serve the body, but also express character. In the Atelier, this philosophy becomes tangible. Italian tailoring has long been passed through apprenticeship, family knowledge, and handwork. The tailor learns by watching, touching, repeating. A garment is shaped through many small acts: measuring, cutting, basting, pressing, adjusting, refining. The process is slow because the body is complex. No two shoulders are exactly the same. No two postures are identical. No two clients carry themselves in the same way. Tailoring honors these differences. It begins with observation. A master tailor does not only measure the chest or waist, they study how someone stands, how they move, how they hold tension, and how they occupy space. In this sense, tailoring is intimate. It is a craft of attention. Every stitch is part of that attention. The hand sewn buttonhole, the canvas hidden beneath the fabric, the sleeve attached with care, the lapel shaped through pressing and time. Much of the work is invisible when the garment is finished, but invisibility is part of the art. This is especially important today. In a world shaped by fast fashion, speed, and constant novelty, Italian tailoring offers a different rhythm. It reminds us that clothing can be made with patience, that style can be built slowly, that a wardrobe does not need to be endless to be expressive. A tailored garment asks us to think differently about value. Not how many pieces we own, but how well they live with us. Not how quickly we can follow a trend, but how deeply a garment can belong to our identity. Italian tailoring also challenges the idea that tradition must remain frozen in the past. The legacy continues because it adapts. Today, Italian tailoring appears not only in formal suits, but in softer jackets, relaxed trousers, modern separates, unstructured blazers, and wardrobes that move between work, travel, ceremony, and leisure. The codes remain, but the context changes. The shoulder may be softer. The suit may be worn without a tie. The jacket may be paired with denim, knitwear, or an open collar. But the principles endure: proportion, fabric, balance, movement, and ease. This is the lasting power of Italian tailoring. It does not survive because it is nostalgic. It survives because it understands the body and the culture around it. From Naples to Rome to Milan, Italian tailoring has given the world more than garments. It has given us a philosophy of dressing, a belief that elegance should never feel forced, that construction can be soft, that structure can be graceful, that tradition can remain alive through the hand, and that clothing, at its best, does not simply cover the body. It expresses a way of being. From seams to stitches, Italian tailoring carries the memory of place, the discipline of craft, and the quiet intelligence of proportion. It is heritage made wearable, culture made visible, and elegance shaped by hand. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.